Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Lush Foliage. So today I was thinking of doing a propagation or multiplying of my Aglaonema red lipstick. It has a good amount of branching as you can see, so I thought I will propagate it. I haven't watered it because again guys, this depends upon you. I do not prefer to have wet soil when I'm propagating it because it becomes really messy. So my soil is dry. I will propagate it first, and then probably after 2 days I will go ahead and water it. So this is how I will be propagating it. And let me first take out the plant. Now this plant is in a 7-inch pot, and this is how it looks. You can see how loose my soil is, and this is the entire root system. Today what I'm going to do is I won't be taking out 2 of them. I'll just take out 1 because I have a very small pot right now. So I will just take 1 of them, and you can see how beautiful the roots are, very healthy. So this is the one. I don't need a blade, knife or a scissor. We will just separate it like this. You can see it was pretty simple. So this is one bunch which has 2 of them. I'm going to leave that in this pot. I'll put it back in this pot and I'll cover it up with the soil. So this is the one that we have taken out. I'll take out all the lower leaves because they are starting to dry out. Like this one is also starting to dry out. So we'll take out the lower leaves. This one is a bit fresh, so I'm going to leave it as it is. So you can see guys, it is very simple. So this is how it looks like. You can see it is very simple. All you have to do is ensure it has a good amount of root system. Now let's say if you want to even cut it over here as well, you can do that. But it's always advisable if you have roots, it's much better because you have a higher chance of the plant growing faster and healthy. So I always prefer to have a good set of roots before I do a separation of an Aglaonema or for that matter any plant. So now I will show you how the soil mix tends to look like, the type of soil that I'm going to use for this Aglaonema. Now for repotting, I'm using the same type of soil mix, which is, you can see this coco peat, there is some sand, garden soil and perlite. So we're going to mix everything together. Because again we need to have the same type of soil mix which is loose, porous, well draining, that should retain a slight amount of moisture because Aglaonemas need a even slight moisture in the soil, but not soggy wet. And you can see again guys, depending upon the size of the pot, you'll have to make the soil mix. That's why I'm not giving you the exact proportion because this depends upon what kind of pot I am using. All you need is a soil mix that is loose, porous, well draining, that is very gritty. So you can see how my soil mix tends to look like. It is very loose, very porous. So this is the type of soil mix that you need. So now that our soil is ready, I will pot it up. So our pot is ready with the soil mix. I have used a small pot. This is probably a 5-inch pot probably. So this is how it looks now. So I've made a cavity in the soil, place the roots, and now top it up with some more soil. So we'll release all the air pockets by pressing in the soil. That's about it. We won't water it right away because you can see the soil is slightly moist. We'll not water it right away. We will water it after 2 days. So guys, I had another question as well, that why do we need to leave a little bit of edge between the soil and the pot? Now guys, the basic reason behind that is because usually we tend to water with a jug or with the watering can. And when we tend to water in one go, a lot of times the soil will spill out of the pot. That is the only reason. There is no other reason, just to maintain a little bit of cleanliness in our garden, because a lot of times when we'll put a lot of water in one go, all of the water with the soil will spill out. So leaving a little bit of edge from the pot to the soil, a lot of times whenever you'll water, the water will stay inside the pot. It is not, even if you're going to put it in force, the extra soil or the water will not spill out. There will be enough space for that water to stay in the pot and eventually drain out from the pot. So that was the only reason why I suggested to leave a little bit of edge between the pot and the soil, just to keep the place clean. So guys, that's all about it. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep planting.